Hello, everybody. My name is Polly Sanderson, and welcome back to Polly Sanderson Reads the News. I legally, contractually obliged to say this is not the news. This is Polly Sanderson reading out the news. It's a different show. Somebody else has compiled the news. I am just reading it out after the fact. Okay, so let me see. What have we got here as we look through the news? I see. Okay, first item of business. Anyone who wants a deer scare, start digging in Egger D5. It's not my fault if it's already gone by the time you're there. D5. D5. Beside Carmen's house. We haven't been to Carmen in a long time. Some people might say we don't like Carmen anymore. I would argue we didn't like Carmen to begin with. Guess what? I've started making homemade spaghetti from scratch. I'll send you some when I improve at it. Your poor father couldn't eat solids for a week last time. That's disgusting, Mother. Why are you telling me that? Why? What? Why? You okay? Have you got problems, Mother? Is everything okay at home? Did you really kill Father? And this was your blasé attempt to try and cover that up? Is this going to be used in evidence in court? Oh, Mother. Why would you do this to me? Trying to incriminate somebody. Oh, no. Father was such a good boy. Anyway. Hi. Hello, everybody. We have no message from Tom Nook today, but I believe that's because he's doing some sort of seal, which sucks because I want to sell him a crop, but we can't sell it. We gotta put up with this stupid sale. I don't want to buy wallpaper or whatever. It's silly. Who wants wallpaper? Not me. Welcome to come in. Always letting me. Oh, I guess the sale isn't today. Well, then I can go and pick up that stuff. Come again. And I can sell it, and then we can have a great time. Should I even bother doing that news bit? Should I follow that up, or should I just talk about something else? I'll tell you what I think's weird, alright? This is probably not the episode. We'll drop that. Like, I probably shouldn't talk about this. Some people don't want to hear this whenever they watch their Light and Breezy YouTube channel shows. But I was thinking about this, and it's newsworthy. It's topical. Pelly Winkerton reads the news, or whatever it was I said. What did I say? Polly Sanderson? Whatever. It's all good. I'm like, have you ever noticed? See, I live in the UK, right? So, this might not affect anybody who lives in the United States of America. You guys are going to get off scot-free, probably. Which is ironic, because you guys might end up making it worse. But in the UK, there's an awful lot of chatter about the possibility of old Vladimir Putin throwing a little nuclear rocket at somebody's house. As I believe that is all it takes in order to... You just get a nuclear rocket in your hand, you throw it at a house, and it explodes. Big old explosion. You know, big stuff. Crazy. And that can cause some kind of nuclear winter. That's been weighing heavily on my mind for quite a while. I feel like, number one, it was a bad move to let Putin have nuclear weapons. We probably should have done something about that. But we didn't. We were like, no, he's fine. Vladimir Putin, what a trustworthy boy with his little face. And his no history at all of being a horrible degenerate. No, he's a good boy, Vladimir Putin. Don't worry about it. And so now, this year, he decided to fight the Ukraine because he's like, actually, I think part of your country belongs to me because Russia clearly isn't big enough. There's not enough to Russia. He was like, I need more Russia. What do we need more Russia for? I don't know, but we need it. And Ukraine were like, this is a brief history of the war in Ukraine in 2022, let me tell you. So, Ukraine were like, I don't know about that. We kind of like the whole country the way it is. It's quite nice. You know, I don't really want it. Like, what if Mexico just took California back? You'd be like, that's where all the Hollywood guys are. Could you not do that? We kind of need that part of America. You know, you be a little miffed, right? So it seems like logically you'd be like, well, there's enough Russia to go around. Ukraine, they've been going through some problems. No need to involve them any further. I mean, Russia already kind of annexed a bunch of stuff years ago, so how much more stuff do they need? You know what I mean? I mean, if you've got so much stuff that you're filling up your spare rooms already, you're gonna have to start selling your old stuff, man. You can't just start putting another extension on the house. You just gotta start getting rid of your old stuff, you know? But Putin's like, no, we're gonna keep all the stuff and then get more stuff, because he's that kind of character. So he was like, I'll just fight him, right? But there's loads of Russians. What's the worst that could happen? And a lot of people that when it happened were like, they agreed. They're like, yeah, Russia and Ukraine are gonna fight, and Russia's probably gonna win because there's, like we said, there's lots of Russia. It's big, lots of Russian people. The Ukrainian side, by contrast, is smaller than Russia, right? That's just geography. And it didn't go so well for Russia. Well, it did for a little bit. Because everybody's like, fuck, dude. They got guns and stuff. And at some point over the summer, I'm going to read a little, sorry, history lesson, guys. I'm going to talk to Mitzi. Here's a letter from somebody. Let's see what the letter is. To brave Mitzi, a wild world awaits the one with an adventurous spirit. Brave the strange wind. Have courage. Bend your thoughts and dreams towards the unknown to see wonders. To the wanderer. What do you think? Makes absolutely no sense. It's a lovely letter, Mitzi. Thank you for showing it with me. Thank you for sharing. That was nice of you. You're a lovely person, Mitzi, and everybody likes you. But anyway. Oh yeah, this guy. What's his name? Oxford. Vile creature. Come on now, sir. Handing out tissues. What did you say to me? Anyway, come back here. You're part of the reason the war is failing. You're not a patriot. Anyway, so yeah, part of the reason this war happened was because Russia was like, we're getting rid of the Nazis. There's loads of Nazis in the Ukraine. We're gonna get rid of them. And everybody's like, okay. You sure there's no Nazis in Russia? You know? But they were like, no, all the Nazis are definitely in the Ukraine and not in Russia at all. And you're like, okay, you can't see any parallels between what the Nazis did and what you guys are doing. No? Oh, don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. You know? So basically, at some point, Russia they were doing okay in the war, and then recently, not doing so well, not so hot. They kind of fell apart, and Ukraine really fighting back, doing a really good job of defending their homeland. You love to see it. You really do, right? So, because this war hasn't gone the way they wanted it to, and because Russia are a little touchy, Vladimir Putin's a little touchy with this stuff, and he really wants that extra space because he bought a pool table, and he's like, I gotta put it somewhere. Gotta put this pool table somewhere, right? So he's like, I will just put it in this part of Ukraine I'm not using. There's a lot of factors. He's losing. His army isn't looking good. The Ukrainian army seem to be really bolstered by this, and he's annoyed that he hasn't been able to break people's spirit. There's a lot to this. The whole world's laughing at him. Everybody's like, stop fucking around. He doesn't like this kind of attention, I think. So Putin was like, I know how to solve this. I'll fucking nuke Ukraine. What do you think of that? Nuclear weapons, baby. And everybody was like, ooh. Don't. No. Bad idea. Don't do that. And because Putin's like a little baby child, when he heard everybody go, bad idea, don't do that, he's like, you don't like that, huh? Maybe I will do that after all. So to me, there seems like there's like a big threat of impending nuclear winter around the corner. And I'll be honest with you, it makes it hard to do light and breezy Animal Crossing videos when you're like, well, you know, World War II could happen. It feels weird. Let me put it that way. And I'd like to add something else to this as well. I'd like to put a little addendum for Mr. Vladimir Putin if he's watching this, which he almost certainly is. I heard he was a big fan. Not sure how to take that. I'll be honest with you. Not really sure. Is that good? That I'm the only one that can win Vladimir Putin over? Is it bad that he finds my antics amusing and nobody else does? You know what I mean? Tricky stuff. But Vlad, if you're listening, let's get down to brass tacks here. All right, you want the Ukraine parts. You want parts of the Ukraine, right? And I'm telling you, dude, I don't think it's a good idea. You know what I mean? They're a scrappy bunch. They're fighting back. I don't think they're gonna take it all lying down, right? I don't think this is a good idea. Let me just say that to you. I know you're not gonna listen, but I thought I'd just say it anyway. However, if you put nuclear bombs on it, if you nuke that place, you're not gonna be able to do anything with it. You know what I mean? Like, say you destroyed it with nuclear bombs, right? To the point where everybody died, and the whole place was like unlivable and totally useless. Then you could say, yeah, I did it. Now it's mine. You could take it. No problem. However, the whole place is destroyed. Everybody's dead and it's utterly unlivable. So, is it a real victory? You know what I mean? Like, did you really get it? I mean, you got it, but you can't do anything with it. Second of all, Ukraine is right beside Russia. You know this. Otherwise, you wouldn't have been fighting them, right? So if you drop a load of nuclear weapons on the Ukraine, isn't it pretty likely it's all going to spill over to your house? You know what I mean? It's right there. If it's on the border, you're pretty close, man. And you don't want nuclear stuff in your house. Trust me, dude. I've had nuclear stuff in my house. Couldn't get it out of the carpet. My goodness. And my dog got really sick. Real sick. So, you know, I wouldn't advise it, man. I think that sometimes you just gotta cut your losses. Sometimes you just gotta move on. And I think this is one of those times you gotta move on. You're like, hey, I tried. I gave it a go. It didn't work out. You know, the Ukrainian guy, he got me that time, right? I didn't want to have to admit it, but he got me with that, you know. Fair is fair. That's the way it is, you know. Move on. Maybe buy him like advent calendar for Christmas and just try to let bygones be bygones, because like I said, dude, I feel like it's a lost cause at this point. You know what I mean? And then you got to think about the repercussions. Not just that, right? But like, if you were to use nuclear weapons and totally destroy Ukraine, which, like I said, is completely useless, because what's the point of having it if it's completely useless? Oh man, I gotta change her nickname. What is she? What else? Oh, what about nuclear war? That'd be a great thing for her to say. Oops, where is nuclear? How do you spell nuclear? It's like nuclear, right? Clear hat. Nuclear hat. Oh, I love this game. Nuclear hat. It's funny. I mean, it's good you can joke about it, but, you know, we're all gonna die soon. It does seem like what a stupid reason to start World War III. I'm just saying, you know, what's the point? Because I feel like when you do a big war like this, like, realistically, what are you gonna get out of it, right? Hitler thought, I'll take over most of Europe so that I can have a place to stretch my legs, right? That didn't work out very well for him at all. You could say it totally backfired on him. And it took a while, but boy, they beat the shit out of him, right? Including Russia. Soviet Union, right? Because Hitler was like, "Hey Russia, let's be friends," and I totally want to invade you, and Russia were like, "Cool, sounds good." And then he invaded them anyway, right? So that's what I'm saying. This whole war stuff makes people hungry and greedy, and it just leads to more war. It's not gonna end well, dude. Think about it. If you use nuclear weapons, what's the upside? What's the advantage? You're just gonna piss off all the countries, and then they're probably gonna nuke you, and then you're gonna get pissed off about that. But you were the one that spilled the nuclear weapons to begin with. You'll have no leg to stand on, dude. I'm saying, give it up, right? And I know, like I said, pretty sure Putin's not really gonna listen to this message, right? But I have to put it out there. I have to try. You know what I mean? Gotta give it a go. And whether he listens or not, it's up to him. Nothing I can do to change that. But wait a minute. Wasn't there something I was supposed to find? Oh, it was in. Wow. I got all discombobulated. It's in Carmen's house. We gotta go to Carmen's house. See this? Oh, hello. Wow. What are you angry at me for? I didn't drop any nuclear weapons. It's the coy. The coy is the one that finds nuclear weapons hilarious. Her catchphrase is nuclear, haha. It's got nothing to do with me. Please, I'm innocent in all of this. Anyway, bye. I have to go to Carmen's house because there's something down there I'm supposed to take. Hi, Mitzi. There's something I need to dig up. Where is it? Let me look. Is that it? Yes. We got it. It's a deer scare. Now I'm gonna scare all those deers, and I'm not gonna do it with a nuclear winter. That wouldn't scare a deer at all. They wouldn't have the understanding of what that entails. So I'm just saying, dude, think about it. All right, maybe reconsider. And that's it. What a wonderful, cheerful episode today's was. They haven't been super funny recently, have they? You could argue they were never super funny. It's tricky. But please don't. And this goes to everybody. Don't drop nuclear bombs on anybody. It's not worth it. All right. Glad I got that message out there. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you guys tomorrow if there still is a tomorrow. Anyway, goodbye.